Episode 4. When the Old Order Rose. The law had been spoken. That was when the past answered. The steppe had always belonged to memory. Old names, old victories, old men who still believed the world owed them obedience. They had watched the boy from a distance, this quiet force who erased betrayal, who spoke law without ceremony, who gathered followers without permission. At first, they dismissed him. Youth fades, hunger weakens, order breaks. That was how it had always been. Then messengers stopped returning. Not killed, not captured, ignored. The greatest insult the old chiefs knew. They gathered beneath banners heavy with history, furs dyed with status, voices polished by decades of command. Each man carried a story of conquest, of bloodline, of why the steppe had once bent to him. They did not come to negotiate, they came to remind the boy who ruled. He met them without armor, without an army at his back. Only a small circle of followers, standing silent, eyes forward. The chiefs spoke first. They spoke of tradition, of bloodlines, of how the land had always been ruled. They warned him. A boy could rise quickly, but the steppe always corrects arrogance. The boy listened, always listened. When they finished, silence stretched. Wind moved through grass like breath through teeth. Then he spoke. "Your rule," he said calmly, "ended when your people stopped believing in it." No shouting followed, no threats, just a truth dropped where it could not be ignored. The challenge came days later. Not open war, that would have required courage. Instead, raids, supplies burned, followers taken, signals meant to provoke fear. The old order did not want to defeat him. They wanted to remind everyone what chaos felt like. The boy did not retaliate immediately. That frightened them more than arrows ever could. He waited, watched patterns, tracked intent. And when he moved once. At dawn, under a sky the color of iron, his riders struck. Not at the strongest camp, at the symbol, the banner that all others followed. They rode fast, silent, purposeful. By the time the sun fully rose, the banner lay torn in the dirt. The chief lived. That was intentional. He was brought before the boy, not bound, not humiliated, given a choice: join the law or leave the steppe forever. The old man laughed. He chose exile. The boy nodded and turned away. Word spread faster than fire. The old order had risen, and it had failed, not because it was weak, but because it was outdated. That night, followers gathered closer than before, not out of fear, out of certainty. The law had been tested by history itself, and history had stepped aside. The boy looked up once more. The sky was unchanged, but something beneath it was no longer arguing. The steppe was beginning to accept what had replaced it, and the age that forged him pressed harder still. To be continued.